Hello and welcome. You're watching NewsX with me, Devika Chopra. And our top focus, of course, is Maharashtra, where polling has begun in all of its 288 seats. BJP-led Mahayuti Alliance is vying to retain power. Meanwhile, the Mahavikas Aghadi is hoping to make a comeback. Simultaneously, we also have the second phase of polling taking place in Jharkhand, with the remaining 38 seats up for polls today. As per the latest voter turnout trends, Maharashtra has recorded a turnout of 6.61%. Meanwhile, Jharkhand stands at 12.71%. There are as many as 9.7 crore registered voters who are expected to cast their mandate in the Maharashtra Assembly elections. So far, political bigwigs Ajit Pawar, Sharad Pawar, Supriya Sule have all cast their votes amongst others. The big question is whose promises will resonate with the voters. But before we get into that conversation, I have my colleague Riya Dwivedi standing by with the big numbers this morning. Riya, over to you.
Yeah, so the numbers are coming in for the Maharashtra elections. We can see the Kopri Panch Pakdi till 9 a.m. 7.15 voter percent has been recorded in Nagpur Southwest. We are seeing till 9 a.m. 8.92% voter turnout has been recorded. In Baramati, we are seeing 6.20 voter turnout has been recorded till 9 a.m. And that is the voter turnout that has taken place in Baramati. When it comes to Bokhar, we are seeing till 9 a.m. it's 3.64% that has been recorded. In Worli, it's 3.78% voter turnout that has been recorded till 9 a.m. In Bandra East, we are seeing 5.4% voter turnout that has been recorded till 9 a.m. that has been seen. In Mumbai Devi, we are seeing 6.34% voter turnout that has been recorded till 9 a.m. In Mankhurd, Shivaji Nagar, we are seeing 5.66% voter turnout that has been recorded till 9 a.m. In Bandra West, we are seeing 8.96% voter turnout till 9 a.m. that has been recorded. In Karjat, we are seeing till 9 a.m. it's 6.34% voter turnout that has been recorded in Karjat Jamkher that has been seen in when it comes to Maharashtra elections.
All right, Riya, thank you so much with that update. Let me quickly go across to my colleagues Jatin Raval joining us from Thane and Anand Singh from Baramati. Crucial constituencies as far as the Maharashtra polls are concerned. Jatin, firstly, let's come to Thane. That's the bastion of Eknath Shinde. What really is the voters' pulse in Thane, Jatin?
जी देखिए, बिल्कुल आपको बता दूं, जिस तरह से अभी थाने में आप देख सकते हैं, सुबह में देखा गया था कि सुबह में जो मतदार थे उसमें काफी कम मतदार जो वहां पर मतदान करने के लिए आए थे। लेकिन अब जैसे जैसे धूप चढ़ती जा रही है वैसे वैसे मतदार जो है वो लगातार यहाँ पर कतारें लगाकर अपना मताधिकार का उपयोग करने के लिए जो है वो यहाँ पर खड़े हैं। यहाँ पर जो भी लोग यहाँ पर आप देख सकते हैं, लंबी कतारें जो है अभी फिलहाल यहाँ पर लगी है, जबकि यहाँ पर सुबह में 8 या 9 बजे तक यहाँ पर लोग बहुत ही कम मात्रा में दिखाई दे रहे थे। लेकिन अब जैसे मैंने बताया कि जैसे जैसे धूप चढ़ती जा रही है वैसे वैसे लोग जो है घर से बाहर निकल रहे हैं अपने मताधिकार का उपयोग करने के लिए। यहाँ पर जो लोग हैं उपस्थित, उनसे बातचीत करते हुए जानने का प्रयत्न करें। क्या नाम है सर आपका?
संजय पाटिल।
संजय जी, क्या ऐसे मुद्दे हैं जिसको लेकर आप अपने मताधिकार का उपयोग करने आए? किसको वोट देंगे वो हमको नहीं जानना।
जैसे कि जो विकास के बारे में है वो मुद्दा है, तो इस हिसाब से मुझे तो देखना अभी भविष्य में कैसा जो अच्छा नेता हो हम उसे जिता के देंगे।
अच्छा, एक तरफ महायुति है, एक तरफ महाविकास आघाड़ी है, कैसे देखते हैं आप इन दोनों
गठबंधन? तो अभी उसके बारे में मुझे इतना कुछ कहना नहीं है।
क्या नाम है सर आप?
दिलीप घोष।
अच्छा सर, ये आप अपने मताधिकार का उपयोग करने आए, क्या आपके मुद्दे जहन में जिसको लेकर आप यहाँ पर मत अपना देने के लिए आए?
आपको जो काम करता है अच्छा उसको ही देना चाहिए, ऐसे ही है मेरा।
एक यहाँ पर महिला भी है जो हम उनसे भी बातचीत करते हैं। क्या नाम है मैडम आपका?
आरती जेठवा।
अच्छा, आप यहाँ पर अपने मताधिकार का उपयोग करने आए, क्या मुद्दे महिलाओं के खास करके ऐसे आप महिला है, मुद्दे महिलाओं के क्या है जिसको लेकर आप यहाँ पर अपने मताधिकार का उपयोग?
मैं फर्स्ट टाइम दे रही हूँ, पता नहीं है मुझे, फर्स्ट टाइम दे रही हूँ मैं।
यहाँ पर और भी बहुत सारी जो महिलाएं हैं उनसे भी बातचीत करते हैं। क्या नाम है आपका?
रिपुन शिवानंद पात्रो।
अच्छा, आप यहाँ पर अपने मताधिकार का उपयोग करने आए। महिलाओं के लिए एक लाड़की बहन योजना करके शुरू है, उसके अलावा भी बहुत सारी योजनाएं। आप किस तरह से देखते हैं ये सारे बाबतों को?
अभी कैसा है, महिला का पहला है सुरक्षा चाहिए महिला को। जैसे हम आराम से चल सकते, कोई कुछ बाधा नहीं आ सकता है। हम रास्ता में चल रहे आ रहे, किधर भी हम लोग जा रहे, महिला को ये सुरक्षा होना चाहिए। आधा रात में भी ये सुरक्षा होना चाहिए कि कुछ प्रॉब्लम ना आए, हम अच्छे से जा पाएंगे किधर भी। जैसे हमको घर में रोक टोक होता है कि एक महिला बाहर जाने से क्या होता है, दिन हो रात हो, आजकल कभी भी होता है ये चीज नहीं होना चाहिए। ये मेरा इच्छा है।
यानी ये सुरक्षा की बात इन बहन ने कही। उसके अलावा भी एक आंटी है हमारे साथ, उनसे भी बातचीत करते हैं। क्या नाम है आपका?
कमल पाटिल।
अच्छा, आप यहाँ पर अपने मताधिकार का उपयोग करने आए। क्या आप चाहते हैं कि किस तरह से आप आशा रखते हैं सरकार से?
मेरे को क्या बोलने को नहीं आता है, समझ में नहीं आता है ऐसा क्या बोल।
क्या नाम है आपका?
शोभावती शेट्टी।
अच्छा, क्या मुद्दे हैं आपके दिमाग में जिसको लेकर आपने अपना मताधिकार का उपयोग करने आए?
मेरे को भाषा नहीं आता है।
क्या नाम है आपका?
स्वप्नाली पाटिल।
अच्छा, क्या मुद्दे लेकर आप अपने यहाँ पर मत देने के लिए आए?
जनता को सुरक्षा, महिलाओं को सुरक्षा चाहिए, और जो अब योजना चालू कर दिया है वो भी सबको चाहिए। मतलब जो गरीब लोग हैं उनको तो अच्छा ही है जो योजना सरकार गवर्नमेंट ने निकाली है।
क्या नाम है सर आपका?
मेरा नाम शंकर है, शंकर पराड़।
शंकर जी, क्या ऐसे मुद्दे हैं कि जिसको लेकर आप यहाँ अपने मताधिकार का उपयोग करने के लिए आए हैं?
अच्छा, जो भी कैंडिडेट खड़े हैं उनको जो अभी राष्ट्र में जो है अभी जिसको मतदान करेंगे करो, गवर्नमेंट बोल रही है मतदान करो, करने को आए हैं। देखेंगे आगे भविष्य क्या है किसका, जो अपनी चॉइस है दे देंगे उनको।
यानी कि सभी लोग अलग अलग तरह से अलग अलग मुद्दों को लेकर यहाँ पर अपने मताधिकार का उपयोग करने के लिए आए हैं। क्या नाम है सर आपका?
मेरा नाम संजय गाड़ी होकर।
अच्छा, आप यहाँ पर मतदान करने के लिए आए हैं। क्या मुद्दे हैं ऐसे आपके दिमाग में जिसको लेकर आप अपना वोट डालोगे?
मेरे दिमाग में मुद्दे बहुत से हैं, लेकिन इधर वोट में जो डालूंगा तो मेरे हिसाब से डालूंगा कि मेरे को जो लग रहा है, क्या हुआ है क्या नहीं हुआ है, क्या होना चाहिए था 20 साल में इन्होंने क्या किया है और क्या नहीं किया है, ये सोच के मैं डालूंगा।
क्या नाम है सर आपका?
दिनेश बने।
दिनेश जी, क्या मुद्दे आपके दिमाग में है जिसको लेकर आप अपना प्रत्याशी चुनोगे?
नहीं, मैं तो मेरे दिमाग में वही है जो यहाँ पर अभी जो बेसिक हमारी नीड है, जरूरत है, वो पूरी होनी चाहिए। सबसे बड़ी नीड मेरी भी और सबकी है, वो है शिक्षा। उसके ऊपर गवर्नमेंट ने थोड़ा ध्यान देना चाहिए। जहाँ पर आप देखोगे तो गवर्नमेंट की पूरी स्कूलें बंद होती जा रही है, प्राइवेट बढ़ती जा रहे हैं, तो लोग खर्चे कहाँ से, मतलब आप एक एक बच्चे का 1.5 2 लाख लेंगे तो खर्चे कैसे करेंगे? तो मेन मुद्दा ये है, अगर ये शिक्षा हर एक को मिलेगी तो ये हमारा देश सुधरने वाला है, या तो ये डेवलपमेंट होगी, अदरवाइज नहीं होगी ना।
यानी कि
we've heard a lot of voices, Jatin from Thane. Thank you so much. Continue speaking to people and continue sending those voices across to us. But let me quickly go across to Anand Singh, who joins us from Baramati, which is of course the bastion of the NCP. It is Ajit Pawar's seat. Anand, over to you. What is the pulse this morning?
Since morning when the voting started over here in Baramati, which is one of the high profile seats in Maharashtra, because this is the home turf of not only Sharad Pawar, who is leading the faction of NCP SP, but also the Deputy Chief Minister and NCP AP leader Ajit Pawar, who just revolted 2 years ago from Sharad Pawar and formed his own faction. So clearly there is a big battle over here, and it's a battle of Pawar versus Pawar once again after the Lok Sabha polls in Baramati. And since morning, when we came out at the polling booths, we saw earlier in the day that there were very few people who were coming out to vote, because it was a bit cold over here, because it comes in the western Maharashtra region, which is a bit colder than what kind of temperature there is in Mumbai. So now the voting has gained momentum over here, and now people are coming to the polling booths in Baramati. now as of this time. So we will try to speak to few of the voters over here who are with me, and we will try to understand that what are the issues over here, as this is one of the most high profile seats in the state. Sir, आपका नाम?
सतीश साबड़े।
सतीश सर, काफी हाई प्रोफाइल सीट है ये, तो यहाँ पे मुद्दे क्या क्या है, किस तरह से विकास हुए हैं यहाँ पे, और जब आप वोट देने गए तो आपके मन में क्या बातें चल रही थी?
बारामती का विकास कौन कर सकता है? जो बारामती के
मैं
कैंडिडेट।
पहले आपसे एक रिक्वेस्ट कर दूंगा कि आपने जिसको भी अपना मत दिया हो वो आपका गुप्त मतदान है, आप किसी का नाम नहीं बताएंगे हमें। अब आप हमें मुद्दे बताएं।
बारामती का विकास और महाराष्ट्र का विकास, ये दो मुद्दे मेरे सामने थे, उसको देख के मैंने वोट किया है।
तो पिछले 5-10 साल में किस तरह से विकास यहाँ पे हुआ है, आपको क्या लगता है, और भी क्या चीजें होनी चाहिए बारामती में, चाहे वो महिला सुरक्षा का मामला हो, या फिर बेरोजगारी का मामला हो, या फिर किसानों के समस्याओं का मामला हो?
पिछले 10 साल में अच्छा विकास हुआ है, उसमें कोई दिक्कत नहीं है, और भी आगे बहुत बातें करने की है, वो करेंगे, वो बोले हैं हम करेंगे, सब लोग बोलते हैं, मगर हो जाएगा विकास। ये बारामती के जितने भी लीडर है अच्छे हैं लोग।
महाराष्ट्र में जिस तरह से पूरी की पूरी राजनीतिक जमीन बदल गई थी 2019 में, पहले एनडीए की सरकार, फिर उसके बाद एमवीए, फिर उसके बाद एमवीए टूटती है, उसके बाद महायुति की सरकार बनती है, तो इस तरह से राजनीतिक जो उठापटक हुई है पिछले 5 सालों में, तो इसमें अब आप क्या चाहते हैं जो आने वाली सरकार हो वो किस तरह की हो, और किस तरह से उनको काम करना चाहिए लोगों के मुद्दे के लिए?
जो 19 में हुआ वैसा नहीं होना चाहिए। 19 में जो युति थी, पब्लिक ने उसको वोट दिया था, वो चलना चाहिए था। अभी भी जिन लोगों ने युति किया है, वो कोई भी आए सत्ता में तो 5 साल उन्होंने काम करना चाहिए, ऐसा मेरा मत है।
ठीक है। So we will go to some of the women voters over here, and we will try to understand what's the mood and what are the issues for which they have voted in this election. मैम, आपका नाम?
वैशाली नाड़े।
वैशाली जी, क्या क्या मुद्दे थे जब आप वोट देने के लिए आई थी, तो क्या आप सोच रही थी उस वक्त? हिंदी।
विकास भी होना चाहिए, और बहुत अच्छे काम किए, आगे भी हो जाएंगे, इतना ही।
लगातार महिला सुरक्षा की बात होती है, आप महिला हैं, सरकार यहाँ पे लाडकी बहन योजना लेकर आई महाराष्ट्र में, 1500 रुपए महिलाओं को दे रही है। महाविकास आघाड़ी भी कह रही है कि हम 3000 रुपए प्रति महीने देंगे अगर हम सत्ता में आते हैं तो किस तरह से इन योजनाओं का आप लोगों को लाभ मिला, या फिर आप जो महाविकास आघाड़ी है उनकी गारंटीज को देखकर आप क्या सोचती हैं?
अच्छा तो किया है उन्होंने, बहुत लाभ हुआ है हमको भी, और आगे भी ऐसा होना चाहिए, अच्छे काम, इतना ही बस।
सर, आपका नाम?
शंकर नाड़े।
शंकर जी, क्या मुद्दे थे आप लोगों के इस चुनाव में, चूंकि आप लोग आके वोट किए? बारामती काफी हाई प्रोफाइल सीट है, फिर से पवार वर्सेस पवार की बैटल है यहाँ पर, तो मैं परिवार पे नहीं जाता हूँ, मैं लोगों के मुद्दे पे जाता हूँ, और आपसे जानना चाहूंगा मुद्दे क्या रहे?
विकास, बारामती का विकास, जो मतलब अभी तक जो महाराष्ट्र में कभी किसी को मतलब वोटर को मांगना पड़ता है, लेकिन बारामती को वोटर को मांगना नहीं पड़ता, वो मिल जाता है, ऑटोमेटिक मिल जाता है, वो उसका बोलने का जरूरत नहीं। कौन भी नेता हो हमारे बारामती के, तो उनको वोटर को बोलने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ती कि हमें ये चाहिए, वो इतने अंडरस्टैंड मतलब करते हैं वोटर को कि वो बोलने से पहले हमको मिल जाता है। इसका मतलब एडवांटेज भी हुआ है, एडवांटेज भी हो और डिसएडवांटेज भी हो रहा है, क्योंकि जिनको मिलता नहीं उनको कीमत पता होती है, और जिनको मतलब मिलता है बिना मेहनत के, बिना डिमांड के, तो उनको कीमत भी नहीं रहती। तो वो भी डिसएडवांटेज और एडवांटेज भी है। लेकिन हमारा जो अभी तक का जो पॉलिटिकल है, मतलब अभी पवार फैमिली का सबका, तो सब मतलब नाम थे मुझे, उनको बोलने जैसा कोई नहीं।
Okay, all right. Thank you so much, Anand, for bringing us those voices. Thank you, Jatin, as well. I will, of course, urge you to keep sending those inputs to us so that we can continue hearing what the people have to say through the course of the day. But I'm also being joined by several guests at this point in time. Let me begin the conversation with Rajashmi Joshi. Rajashmi Joshi, Maharashtra elections, one theme has particularly become clear, the fact that this election is about state issues, is about local issues, and it's about one party faction versus the other party faction. It's not much to do with the national leadership of either the BJP or the Congress, but who has the most to prove in your assessment?
A very good morning, Devika, and very firstly, I will use this opportunity to reach out to all your viewers and urge them to vote. Whoever is actually up for voting today, please go out and vote, because that is not just your right but your responsibility, and it's your duty. So please do that. And yes, Devika, coming to the issue of Maharashtra elections, this is a very complicated situation right now in Maharashtra, where two parties have split right down the middle. There was this sympathy factor perhaps during the Lok Sabha elections, but a lot of things have changed right now. As it is in Maharashtra, there are 6 zones, you could say. So each area has a different kind of a, they have different issues. Each area has different kind of a tendency. But apart from that, right now, I think, it has all come down to maybe a seat by seat kind of an evaluation, or even...
Okay, Rajashmi Joshi, I'll come back to you. Uddhav Thackeray is speaking right now. I'll come to you in just a moment.
मला वाटतं आज जास्त मी बोलणं आता योग्य नाही, कारण मतदान सुरू आहे. मी सर्व मतदारांना आवाहन करेन की आपण जरूर उतरा, मतदान करा आणि मध्ये उर्दू न करे. सर्व मतदारांना आवाहन करतोय महाराष्ट्रातल्या की सर्व आपल्या मित्रांसह, सहकुटुंब, सहपरिवार मतदानाला उतरा, मतदान करा आणि महाराष्ट्राचा स्वाभिमान जपा.
All right, so there you heard it. Not much said there by Uddhav Thackeray. He is, of course, just urging people to come out and vote in large numbers with their families. Rajashmi Joshi, bringing you back in the conversation. Complete your point.
Yes, Devika. So now, according to me, it has now come down to a seat by seat kind of a situation, where every seat, every candidate is being looked at independently. Just, very rightly, you have pointed it out. So there have been a lot of people who have changed sides, who have, the parties have split. So it is a very complicated situation, very frankly. So, and apart from all of that, all the issues that were happening during the Lok Sabha elections, I don't think any of them hold good right now. Because this thing about Samvidhan Khatre Mein Hai, I don't think that the people have fallen for it now. They fell for it during the Lok Sabha elections, but right now that is not the issue at all. You have seen what happened in Haryana. And similarly, the BJP and the RSS especially have worked very hard to make sure that this narrative is completely taken care of. So that has been completely negated, I think. So, and then apart from that, if you look at the promises or the guarantees that the Congress was making, again, that was also negated by the fact that now in Maharashtra also you have all these things, like you have Ladki Bahin, and you have a whole lot of other things that are happening in Maharashtra, which again negates all of that. So again, and if you look at the promises made by the Congress in other states and how they are faring, they're faring very badly. In Karnataka and Himachal Pradesh, all these schemes are doing very badly. So this reflects very badly on the leadership and the kind of promises that they're making in Maharashtra. So those things also, again, they completely are negated. So all these things were actually giving an upper edge to the India Alliance during the Lok Sabha elections, and now, right now, the BJP has completely negated all of them. So the significant thing that you could see here is that the BJP and the Congress are in a direct fight in around 75 seats out of the 288 seats. So this is a huge chunk, and most of it is in Vidarbha. So now wherever there is this direct fight between the Congress and the BJP, what we have always seen is that the BJP stands to have an upper edge. And also, whenever there is this situation where there is a neck-to-neck fight between
Yes.
the BJP and the Congress, then the BJP somehow seems to take away the cake, because the BJP is very good at micromanagement, is very good and at making sure that people go out and vote, and all those kind of things that happen right at the
Yes.
time of voting.
Okay,
So all
okay.
those things give it an upper edge, Devika.
Right, Yuvraj Pokharna, but is this election though about the BJP or the Congress in Maharashtra, or is it the Sena versus Sena and the NCP versus NCP, and both all right, we have Eknath Shinde speaking. Yuvraj, I'll come to you in just a moment.
महाराष्ट्राला उज्ज्वल भवितव्याकडे आणि महाराष्ट्राला आणि देशाला आर्थिक महासत्तेकडे घेऊन जाणारा हा उत्सव आणि म्हणून या उत्सवामध्ये सर्व मतदारांनी सहभागी व्हायला पाहिजे आणि जास्तीत जास्त लोकांनी मतदान केलं पाहिजे, कारण मतदान हे आपलं पवित्र कर्तव्य आहे, ही आपली जबाबदारी आहे आणि म्हणून ती प्रत्येक नागरिकांनी पार पाडली पाहिजे आणि या लोकशाहीच्या उत्सवामध्ये सामील झालं पाहिजे असे माझी सगळ्यांना नम्र विनंती आहे. या राज्यातला मतदानाचा टक्का जास्तीत जास्त वाढवण्यासाठी प्रत्येकाने मतदान करावं आणि लोकशाही समृद्ध आणि प्रगल्भ करावी अशा प्रकारची विनंती मी करतो. खरं म्हणजे गेल्या 5 वर्षाचा कारभार या महाराष्ट्रातल्या जनतेने पाहिलाय. 2019ला मतदान झालं आणि त्यावेळेस जे काही महाराष्ट्रातल्या जनतेच्या अपेक्षेच्या विरुद्ध झालं, सरकार चुकीच्या पद्धतीने सरकार तयार झालं, ही जनता 2019चं ती घटना अजून विसरलेली नाही आणि त्यामुळे गेल्या 5 वर्षामध्ये या राज्याची कोणी दशा केली आणि या राज्याला विकासाची दिशा कोणी दाखवली हे लोकांना माहीत आहे. आणि या राज्याचा केलेला विकास, या राज्यामध्ये सुरू केलेल्या कल्याणकारी योजना, या योजना ज्या आहेत आणि विकास हा लोकांना माहीत आहे. मुख्यमंत्री माझी लाडकी बहीण योजनेसारखी अनेक मी त्याच्या डिटेलमध्ये जात नाही, परंतु अनेक योजना या सर्वसामान्य लाडक्या बहिणींसाठी, लाडक्या भावांसाठी, लाडक्या शेतकऱ्यांसाठी, लाडक्या कामगारांसाठी, लाडक्या ज्येष्ठांसाठी आम्ही केल्या आणि नक्कीच आम्हाला समाधान आहे की गेल्या 5 वर्षामध्ये या राज्याला पुढे नेण्यासाठी, या राज्याला विकासाकडे नेण्यासाठी, या राज्याला एक खरं म्हणजे या राज्याचा सर्वांगीण विकास आणि या राज्यातल्या सर्वसामान्य लोकांच्या जीवनामध्ये बदल घडवण्यासाठी या महाराष्ट्राला एक शक्तिशाली राज्य बनवण्यासाठी आम्ही महायुतीने प्रयत्न केलेला आहे आणि मला वाटतं या राज्यातली जनता आज समाधानी आहे. मी स्वतः समाधानी आहे. 2.5 वर्षाचा कार्यकाळ आणि आमचा 2.5 वर्षाचा कार्यकाळ हाही लोकांनी पाहिलेला आहे आणि म्हणून या आजच्या दिवशी या महाराष्ट्रातली जनता भरभरून कामाला मतदान करते, विकासाला मतदान करते आणि म्हणून मतदानाचा टक्का, मतदान हे लोकशाहीला प्रगल्भ करणार आहे, लोकशाहीला मजबूत करणार आहे आणि म्हणून सगळ्यांनी मतदान करावं असं आवाहन विनंती मी करतो. पूर्णपणे येणारं सरकार महायुतीचं, बहुमताचं, थम्पिंग मेजॉरिटीचं असेल. म्हणून आम्ही विकासाला प्राधान्य दिलं
कल्याणकारी योजनांना प्राधान्य दिलं. 2.5 वर्षाचा कार्यकाळ या महाराष्ट्रातल्या जनतेने पाहिलेला आहे. आज बहुत ही लोकशाही का एक पवित्र दिन है. ये उत्सव है, ये लोकशाही को समृद्ध और मजबूत करने वाला उत्सव है. इसमें सभी ने मिलकर इस उत्सव में सहभागी होना चाहिए. सभी ने वोट करना चाहिए, क्योंकि ये महाराष्ट्र को शक्तिशाली बनाएगा, देश की अर्थव्यवस्था को मजबूत बनाएगा. इसलिए आज का दिन बहुत ही महत्वपूर्ण है. ये मतदान सभी लोग करें और हमारी लोकशाही समृद्ध करें, प्रगल्भ करें, मजबूत करें. और पिछले 5 साल का कारोबार लोगों ने देखा है. 2019 में क्या हुआ था लोग आज भूले नहीं है. लोगों का मैंडेट क्या था, और लोगों का मैंडेट था महायुति. जनता का मैंडेट था महायुति, लेकिन सरकार महायुति की नहीं बनी. इसलिए वो लोगों के ध्यान में है पूरी तरह. और 2.5 साल का कार्यकाल भी देखा है उन्होंने, और हमारे 2.5 साल का भी देखा है. और इसलिए हमारे 2.5 साल में एक तरफ विकास, जो विकास को रोका था हमने उसको शुरू किया. जो कल्याणकारी योजना है, जैसे लाडली बहन, लाडला भाई, लाडला किसान, कई योजनाएं मैं अभी सब में खुलकर बताना नहीं चाहता, लेकिन विकास और कल्याणकारी योजनाएं जो शुरू की है, इसका प्रतिबिंब जो है इस चुनाव में दिखेगा. महिलाओं को बड़े पैमाने पे लाडली बहनों का और लाडले भाइयों का मतदान होगा. और मैं सभी से गुजारिश करता हूँ, लोकशाही में वोटिंग होना चाहिए. ये हमारा अधिकार है, हमारी जिम्मेदारी है, वो हमने बखूबी निभानी चाहिए. और इसलिए सभी वोट करें. और मुझे विश्वास है 2.5 साल में जो महायुति ने काम किया है, जो कल्याणकारी योजनाएं, जो विकास, उसके बलबूते पे आने वाली सरकार जो है मजबूत थम्पिंग मेजोरिटी की, ये महायुति की होगी.
Yuvraj Pokharna, important point there raised by Eknath Shinde. He says people of Maharashtra have actually seen 2.5 years of the Mahavikas Aghadi and 2.5 years of the MVA, of the Mahayuti. Pardon me. So, really people have had an opportunity quite clearly to assess who can work better for the development of Maharashtra. That's what Eknath Shinde has had to say this morning.
Yes, Devika, absolutely. If you carefully see the election trail, these are very strange and precarious times that we live in. I do not remember the sitting opposition, the Chota Recharge of India Alliance, that is the MVA, Muslim Vikas Aghadi, what I like to call it. They did not even use the term anti-incumbency for once. So this election is clearly not about any political party or any misgovernance, so to speak. But these elections are clearly very much personal, about identity and preserving one's existence. NCP is vying for its own legitimacy. Shiv Sena, after the vertical split, is vying for its own existence. So this is about what we call in Hindi ki ये तो नाक की बात है, अपने मूंछों के तानने की बात है कि मैं असली तेज जाऊं. So this is it. And yes, last but not the least, when it comes to MVA is now largely called as Muslim Vikas Aghadi or Maulana Vikas Aghadi, because the issues are कि हम वक्फ बोर्ड को नहीं हटाएंगे, हम मुसलमान को प्रायोरिटी देंगे, रिजर्वेशन देंगे. So this is all the talks about this MVA Aghadi, and there is no substantial issue that I remember as an analyst that MVA raised, that this contract, this tender, and last 10 seconds, MVA led by Rahul Gandhi ji, if I may say so, was harping on Adani issue. I remember not a few hours ago, Sharad Pawar ji gave an interview and he clearly, categorically stated that Mr. Adani was not at all interested in the Dharavi project. So what now? What is the plan that MVA has now? Andar hi ladenge ab.
Okay. All right, let me open up the question to Amrit Gill of the Congress. Amrit Gill, how do you respond? You heard what both of our panelists have had to say. How does the Congress party respond to that?
I think thank you, Devika, for giving me the opportunity at least to speak. Mahavikas Aghadi, Yuvraj is speaking something, I don't know, he don't have the etiquettes to speak the right name, so it's okay. India alliance is
It's what your
intact.
actions portray.
India alliance, please don't interrupt. India alliance is intact, and NDA is fractured. They are pulling the legs of each other. Their people of Maharashtra understood the politics of hatred. Their slogan of "Katenge to batenge," what Yogi Adityanath tried to manifest into the people, to people of Maharashtra, that was backfired because Ajit Pawar rejected that. The people of Maharashtra don't go with the ideology, and your panelists, people were there at the ground now when you were questions were being asked whom you voted, and the females were saying your panelist was asking ki what about Ladki Behna. She was saying we need safety first, we need security first. That truly shows the picture that females are not feeling safe after being given the Ladki Behna benefits and everything. That shows the sentiment of people of Thane and other places also. And the undercurrent and the current is in favor of Maha Vikas Aghadi. Even Rahul Gandhi ji, what he said, ek hai to safe hai. How the safe of the Adani is being used to grab the Dharavi project, and what interest they have in all the places, how the capitalists are taking away all the benefits from the government. So it's a clear picture, and yesterday we have seen how the people representative of BJP and their alliance has giving money, and they are being caught red-handed, and FIR is being registered. That's what we have seen, and because they are afraid, they are not coming to power.
Okay, I want to give
very much aware of the factors that still education is not there. One of the interviewers said that we want education is not up to the mark. So Mahavikas, Mahayuti is there, but still people are saying that education is not up to the mark.
Okay,
So
I want to let Anuja Kapoor respond to that. Anuja Kapoor, as far as local issues are concerned, of course, the Maha Vikas Aghadi says that even in 2.5 years, no development has been seen on the ground. And also another pertinent aspect that of this election was some of the slogans that have been raised. Was the whole concept of a batenge to katenge really the right move or the right way forward for Maharashtra?
Jai Shri Ram, good morning, and I would just like to put forward that batenge to katenge is rightly said, I think, for the Maha Vikas Aghadi people, I think called as Muslim Aghadi people. So I need to speak on this, that who are the ones who's batenge and katenge? These are you people. A bate bhi or a kate bhi. You were the ones. You did not honor Balasaheb Thackeray's ideology. So bata kaun or kata kaun? So I would just like to put it forward, as I was there in Maharashtra a few days back, and I had a talk of privilege of talking on all the peoples or somewhere around who I could talk of. What did they say? They said that Eknath Shinde has given us, the woman, the dignity, the power to move forward, and they are not going to vote. The major discomfort and the major sadness they have for Uddhav Thackeray is that he pulled down, being a son of Balasaheb Thackeray, he has pulled down the dignity and the honor and the identification of his father by joining with the Congress, who believes in British rule, who believes in divide and rule, who believes in casteism, where Hindus are one. And the Hindus also include OBC, Dalits, and SC/ST along. But what did they do? They brought the Muslim friend of ours, the Muslim brotherhood of ours. They are calling them as jihadis rather than the Jamatis are the different from the Muslims. So I would just say that the people who are trying to divide India is the one when Modi says that ek hai to safe hai. He's talking about Muslims also. And I'm trying to put forward for all those people who are trying to katenge and batenge slogan, I think is for you. You better understand and watch for it, because batna or katna, aapki identity hai. It is not about.
Okay, I want to bring in Sushil Vyas. Okay, I want to bring in Sushil Vyas. Okay, Anuja Kapoor, Amrit Gill, I think you've made your points. You've made your points. 1 second. Sushil Vyas of the Shiv Sena Shinde. Sushil Vyas, has the Shiv Sena Shinde then been able to convince the people of Maharashtra that splitting the party was the right way?
Oh my God.
I'm going to request Anuja Kapoor and Amrit Gill to please maintain some decorum. Sushil Vyas, was the Shiv Sena Shinde faction then under the chief ministership of Eknath Shinde, have they been able to convince the people of Maharashtra that splitting the party was the only way forward?
Last 2.5 years, the day on which the Eknath Raoji Shinde has taken oath as a chief minister, he never considered himself as a chief minister, rather he has considered himself as a common man. And he was not, unlike earlier chief minister of MVA, he was not only Facebook Live chief minister, he was face-to-face chief minister. Anywhere and everywhere he was available. Whether it is Vidarbha, Marathwada, Konkan, wherever people needed him, he was always available to listen to them, to hear their voices and do the needful as required for the local area, local people, and various welfare schemes about which schemes now my earlier panelists were also discussing, they were effectively implemented in Maharashtra. So those, everything, the developmental work, infrastructure development, that definitely going to help us, and the Maharashtra people and voters that are going to bless us with their vote, and we hope and trust that on 23rd, when the results are out, we will come back as a government with thumping majority.
Okay, our focus has mainly been on Maharashtra, but we also need to, of course, talk about Jharkhand, which is the other big state, which is currently looking at its second phase of polling. We have Arvinder Singh Deol of the JAM with us. Arvinder Singh Deol, a little bit of friction seen with your alliance partner, Congress Party, in the past few months as far as the campaigning is concerned. Did that send out any sort of a message to the voter of Jharkhand?
Thank you for giving me the chance. First of all, there's a new update for the voting percentage. Jharkhand has reported 31.37 and Maharashtra 18.14.
Yes.
This is updated at 11 a.m., I think. So Maharashtra is still behind Jharkhand. Jharkhand people are coming out and they have just thrown all the narratives set by BJP and NDA of all the divisive. It is imperative here to tell people like how the BJP campaign has simply undermined the democratic fabric of the nation. Their communal polarization, their misleading campaigns, even the election commission had to write down and file an FIR on the BJP official X handle for putting a post on X about a campaign which was very derogatory and harmful to the social fabric and the secular nature of our country. See, this, I was listening to my sister, she was laughing the way she was grinning on cutting it and butting it and doing actions. So these are the people who sit on the throne and enjoy while people are being cut and murdered on the street just because of the hatred filled in there. But not a single word came from their mouth on why Manipur has not become an issue. It's a national issue. It's part of our country. Cutting in, butting a, is it, she was very candidly, she said, ek hai to safe hai, that includes Hindus and Muslims together. But the official BJP X handle, when they posted cutting and butting it, they showed a fist. There were no Muslims in that. And to my surprise, not even Sikhs are included in their ek hai to safe hai. It is only Brahman, OBCs, Adivasis, SCs. So they know how, like, who to target to get votes, and after that, they just ditch them. It has been their history. She's talking about the culture. The BJP is born from a party, born from an organization called RSS, who their leaders in their autobiography have clearly written that we never wanted independence from Britishers. We were more focused on Hindu Ekta, Hindu Mahasabha and Hindu Rashtra than coming out of the clutches of the British and having our own nation. And they see their hypocrisy. They are talking about India now. The same people who never wanted
Okay.
independence.
Okay,
So
all right.
they should not
let me
they should
put
not
it through,
preach us
please.
about
Should not cherry pick
Okay.
on facts.
No.
Okay, one second. I'm going to let Anuja Kapoor
Shall I
respond
quote
to
you
that.
the page?
Yeah,
Shall I
yeah,
quote
let
you the
me
page
answer.
of RSS
Not cherry pick on facts.
founder?
No,
Mr.
let me-
Shall I quote you
Arvinder
the
Singh Deol,
page?
let Anuja Kapoor respond to that. Anuja Kapoor.
Yeah.
Sat Sri Akal, Sardarji, Sat Sri Akal. I would only like to put it forward for you is the Sikh community thanks PM Modi for bringing back Guru Granth Sahib Sarup from Afghanistan. I think this is just another way of saying that कि हम एक साथ हैं तो सेफ हैं. मुझे लगता है सर आप भूल गए कि मोदी जी ने आपके लिए क्या किया है और आप लोगों ने इस देश के लिए क्या किया है. So I think this is I feel very sad sir for your politics. For this political issue, you
Modi
have
ji ne,
not
what did
only-
Modi ji
No,
say
sir,
when
sir,
700
sir,
Sikh
sir,
farmers
sir,
died in
sir,
Delhi?
Sir, sir,
What did
I
Modi ji
am
say
very
when
sorry.
700?
I am very
Yeah,
sorry
please,
for what.
Let me
Sir,
rebut.
for what you
Let me
you
rebut.
could
Let me
understand.
rebut.
Okay, Amrit Gill, I'll give you an opportunity.
What did
Amrit
Modi
Gill, I'll
ji
give you an
say when
opportunity. 1
700
second,
farmers
please.
died?
You
That they did
No, no,
not
no.
come for help.
Okay, all the spokesperson can't be speaking at the same time. All the spokespersons can't be speaking at the same time.
सर अफगानिस्तान से आपके कांग्रेस के भाई ना ला सके सर. आप मोदी लेकर आए तो सर आप थैंक्स करते
हमारा
हैं.
गुरु ग्रंथ साहब नहीं, सबका गुरु ग्रंथ. It is not that.
Okay. I want to bring, Yuvraj. Okay, let me bring in Yuvraj Pokharna. Let me bring in Yuvraj Pokharna. Let's go back. Okay, let's go back to Jharkhand, please. Let's go back to the election in Jharkhand. Yuvraj Pokharna, in your assessment, who has the most to prove as far as Jharkhand is concerned, given that the JAM itself has seen a pretty tumultuous time with the chief minister first, going to jail and then, of course, being released. Did that in any way have an impact in the mind of the voter?
See, the biggest face of JMM, Mr. Soren Saab, was in jail for quite a long time. And this has led to the party structure being in tatters. And regarding the main issue of the election, the infiltrators, the Rohingyas or whatever you like to call it, but the fact remains, the tribals were 36% of Jharkhand voters in 2000, but now tribals count to barely 10%. The Muslim population has been rising since 2000 to 2024 with a whopping number of 123%. So this is an issue which will resonate and which has resonated with the voters of Jharkhand. सर आप आदिवासियों को क्या जवाब देंगे जिनका राज्य है, जिनके लिए राज्य बना हुआ है? परगना, संथाल परगना के जो लोग हैं उनको क्या कहेंगे? So this is the issue, and I am not being partisan on this issue. This is an issue that pertains to a state of the country, to downtrodden of the land of Bharat. So this is an issue which will resonate, which has resonated, and I see clearly BJP forming a government this election in Jharkhand. Period, Devika.
Okay, Arvinder Singh, they will respond to that.
Actually, if you want someone to speak on Jharkhand, he should belong from Jharkhand and know what he's speaking about. He's just taking out some random data spread by the BJP ex-handlers.
So please don't shoot the messenger. Please don't shoot the messenger. So by
I'm not shooting the messenger. The messenger should not. The messenger should not misquote.
Any right
The
to speak on
messenger
PM
should.
Modi.
Whose
You
messenger
do not
you
have
are?
any right to speak on issues pertaining to Khalistan, America, Canada, Afghanistan. Is that what we are debating?
Okay.
To speak on Khalistan.
Okay, Yuvraj, you've made your point. Arvinder Singh, they will respond to the question rather than making it about who can speak about Jharkhand or not, sir. Everyone in India has the right to speak about any state that they wish to.
Why are you still in alliance with Indian National Congress, leaders of which party persecuted, killed hundreds of innocent Sikhs? Did you speak on Congress?
Did you form a
Did you speak
government
on
with
Congress?
BJP in Kashmir?
No, Yuvraj. Okay, Yuvraj Pukharna, let's focus on Jharkhand, please. Let's focus on Jharkhand. This is not about. No, the conversation right now is not about Sikhs. It's not about the
democratic fabric and social fabric of the country.
Sir, hatred
You want to speak on data, talk to me on data.
hatred you are doing.
Let me not.
You are the one who is giving
Okay,
hatred,
Yuvraj
sir.
Pukharna, I have addressed your concern. Can I please moderate here? Or do all of you want to moderate? I've addressed your concern. I've asked Mr. Deol to not comment on who should be talking about Jharkhand and not. Let's move on to the state. Let's move on to the points that you've raised. Mr. Deol, if you can respond to the points, please let us know. If you want to make it about who should be commenting on a state or not, then also let me know. I'll bring in someone else to speak.
I'm just saying that putting out false data on
So,
a
sir,
national
you
TV
have the right to
is
counter
itself-
it. Counter the false data.
Yeah,
No,
so
why are you
give me
saying
time.
that don't
Give me
you
time.
don't you should be from Jharkhand to
me
speak
time.
about Jharkhand?
Yeah, give me time. So today's Indian Express frontline, the headlines are that it was a false narrative set by BJP during the election of the changing demography. In 2023 November, Amit Shah says that under the leadership of Modi ji, every infiltrator has been thrown out of the country. So suddenly after a year,
Sir, are you
where do
taking
find these
Modi's scheme or
infiltrators
not?
from when they were
Sir,
thrown
are you
out of the
taking
country?
Modi's scheme
Yes,
or not?
Amit
Anuja
Shah,
Kapoor, one
does he lie
second.
in his speeches?
Don't sit there and bullshit.
I
Don't
can
sit
play
there
the
and
speech.
Anuja
I can
Kapoor,
play you the speech
Anuja Kapoor,
where he's saying, boasting
Anuja Kapoor,
that
you
I
need to
was
watch your
saying
language.
non-biological-
Anuja Kapoor, you need to watch your language, ma'am.
Sardar, this is what I feel. Because this is where a person who cannot understand
Anuja Kapoor, you need to watch your language, ma'am. You need to watch. Please mute Anuja Kapoor. Mute the BJP
Guru Granth
spokesperson,
Sahib
please.
is not such a small thing that someone tucha like Modi can bring it. He can carry. I don't mind. He can
Arvinder
carry-
Singh Deol and Anuja Kapoor. I'm sorry, I'm not going to be. I will not give you airtime anymore. I will not give you airtime. The use of your language is pretty disgusting this morning. Okay, so there's no point giving the BJP or the JM any airtime because they clearly cannot put across their thoughts or points in a coherent, sophisticated manner which is required on an election day. And maybe it's a reflection of what politics has become in India. It's become a joke. But I don't think the viewer or the voter is a joker. So let's not reduce them to that. Okay, intelligent people watch. Intelligent people watch to get answers to questions that are put out. You are all making it about Khalistan just because there's a Sikh panelist. What does Khalistan have to do with Maharashtra or Jharkhand? No, Anuja Kapoor. It doesn't have anything to do with the election. It doesn't have anything to do with the questions that I'm asking.
Don't sit and counter us. You can counter him also, Devika.
I've countered him.
Don't sit and bash me.
Anuja Kapoor, I have countered him.
Modi's a tucha.
I have muted him. I have muted both of you. You have used the word bullshit. He's used the word tucha. I have muted both of you, Anuja Kapoor. Please don't teach me my job today. I don't keep volumes up just for TRP. When spokespersons of parties use such language, be it the BJP or the JMM, both have been muted. Ma'am, go back and check the recording. Go back and check the recording. Rajlakshmi Joshi, what is the issue in Jharkhand today? Because clearly the spokespersons can't do it. I don't know why Amrit Gill and Anuja Kapoor think that anybody can hear them. They're just wasting their breath. Anuja Kapoor ji, ma'am, if you are done with folded hands, can we move on? Ma'am, you are free to take out this clip of the JMM spokesperson calling Prime Minister Modi whatever he did, and he's also free to take out your clip. And both of you put it on social media, it will become another important burning issue in this country. Rajlakshmi Joshi, can we come to the actual points, please? As far as Jharkhand is concerned, in your assessment, who has the most to prove?
Yes, Devika, I would just like to put across a few points. In the last few elections, you have seen how the BJP and the JMM also their vote share has been constantly rising, but at the same time, the Congress vote share has been constantly dipping.
Yes.
Now, the thing that you can see is that in the last couple of elections there were different equations. Like say for example in 2014, the BJP and the AJSU, they were in an alliance, and the JMM and the Congress were not. And at that time, the BJP it was victorious, and the JMM did not do as well. Now in 2019, the JMM and the Congress came together, and they had obviously, there were some anti-incumbency issues also, due to which the BJP had it had somewhat of a setback. Now this time things are going to be interesting, because the BJP and the AJSU are again in alliance, and the JMM and the Congress also are in alliance. But very frankly, the Congress doesn't seem to be anywhere in the picture in Jharkhand. They seem to have completely lost the plot in all the states. So they are definitely not going to actually add to anything to the JMM. And at the same time, the JMM, Mr. Deol, I would request you to
Just
kindly...
one sec, just one sec.
No, Mr. Deol, it doesn't work that way. Your hand is up. I've seen you. I'll come to you.
Thank you.
I was listening patiently while you were saying whatever you were, but please listen to me. I am not raising any of those issues. So what I am trying to say here is the JMM definitely has anti-incumbency issues. They have issues of corruption, and they have issues of infiltration, and the incentives like what Amit Shah ji has spoken about, the tribal rights, the tribal identity, the act that is going to retrospectively give back the tribal lands. I think all of those issues, and added to it the kind of the kind of importance being given to Bhagwan Birsa Munda, which was completely missed out all these years. We didn't even know who he is. The kind of a personality that Bhagwan Birsa Munda is, we did not know. So these kind of tribal icons, which are being given a lot of importance right now in the Modi government, they are definitely going to make a big difference. And you can see that Modi ji has made this the International Year of Millets. Millets are something that the tribals have been using all this while, and the kind of agriculture that they are into, the kind of grains, the kind of food that has been made popular all over the world. So the tribal women also are having a huge difference in the way in which they are performing. That is happening in Chhattisgarh and in Jharkhand also. So I think that this is going to be a huge difference, Devika, in how the tribals are looking at it, because they have traditionally not been with the BJP.
Okay. Two pertinent points. Okay, Rajashri Joshi, two pertinent points raised by you there. One is, of course, about just bringing out tribal culture and making certain aspects of Jharkhand highlighted, not just to India but to the world. I will let Arvind Singh Deol respond to that, but another pertinent point is, of course, the role that the Congress party is playing. Amrit Gill, I'll let you respond to that, but Arvinder Singh Deol, go ahead.
Yeah, first, I offer an apology for calling the Prime Minister. I should not have used the word, but when she said that something so big and something so grand like our Guru Granth Sahib, our God, being diminished, like being compared when a person, human flesh, is shown as a greater person than Guru Granth Sahib, obviously my anger took control of me. I'm so sorry about that. I take back my words. But now coming back to Jharkhand, see, it is not that Bhagwan Birsa Munda and the culture of Jharkhand is known to the world only after Modi ji came to power, or only after BJP, because BJP has ruled that state for 15 years after the formation. The maximum 60-70% of the time the BJP has ruled the states. And when you take the claim of the development done in Jharkhand and the good things, you should also take the fall for the present situation, the condition of the people out there. We are trying hard to bring them out of that deep sinkhole which you have made in Jharkhand, with no jobs, with a lot of social evils and the hatred you have promoted for the last 15 years when you were in power. So there are a lot of things. It is not that. You cannot just be taking all the credit for all the good points and not taking the fall for the bad points. So if you want to take credit of what you have done, you should also take credit. You should also face up and own up your mistakes.
Okay,
also. We are trying hard. So see, 2 years of COVID, Our 2 years of COVID, the whole India was in a position of shut down, and only 3 years. And in 3 years, the BJP has tried 5 or 6 times to topple the government, and then they expect us to like question us what. And in the whatever given time
Okay.
we had, we
Okay.
have done things. The people.
All
know
right.
about it, and
Okay. I'm
very
also
hopeful.
running out of time.
I'm
I
very
need to.
hopeful
Okay. I
that
need to
people
give
will
some
come
time
back
to
and
Amrit
vote
Gill
for
and
us.
Anuja Kapoor to respond to that. Amrit Gill, go ahead first on the role of the Congress.
Jharkhand is a very special state where Adivasis are in majority and they are there. But I must say, Adivasis, they are not backward. They are far ahead than us. They understand the democracy, their rights better, because I was there in Jharkhand for a few months. And they understand, they are not in favor of division. They are intact and they are in alliance. They believe in democracy and the democratic structure, but the slogans of hatred, divide and rule, like the BJP is not working there. So the people are, I do agree with Arvinder ji also, because their situation is very weak. They're economically, lot of things needs to be done for their livelihood, for better, but not promoting the capitalist. And the people are understanding who is grabbing their land, who has an eye on their land, their resources, their rich minerals, and from whom they have to protect their jungles. So Congress and our alliance is intact, and we are surely going to form the government.
Okay, all right. Anuja Kapoor, I'll let you respond to the charge that the BJP has been in power in Jharkhand for a much larger time. So is it also relying on an anti-incumbency factor, which is what drove out the BJP to begin with?
I don't think there is any anti-incumbency. We are always pro-incumbency. And for my Congress panelist, I would like to ask that Telangana and Karnataka is your state, and your Himachal Pradesh is your state. I think you also know what has happened with Himachal Pradesh Bhavan out here in Delhi.
Yes.
So trying to show your rosy picture would not affect. I would only say that what you are trying to show about the OBCs and Dalits and about the tribal, what have you done for them in your own states? You are on caste census. What have you done? You are giving all the from OBC and SC and ST, you're giving it to Muslims. So I would like to just tell you that the rosy picture you're putting, it is not the true one. You have snatched the land of the farmers and giving it to Waqf boards. So what are you talking here and sitting? Everybody knows it. That's why you're nowhere. That's why you're nowhere. Because Congress, how many seats every time the Congress is done in 2019 also, how many seats Congress was being given? In Maharashtra also? How many seats were you given? To be contested, you have no right to speak. In Jammu Kashmir, how many you won? Wherever you go, you only get the seats which are like a minimal, like a presentation or a souvenir. You're never there on the larger grounds. So a person who has become a regional party, these people have nowhere to stand, and they're talking and giving it to BJP. BJP is an NDA party who talks about the cadre system, ma'am. It is talk about the Panna Pramukh. Every day we have a meetings. I have to go in meeting in another few hours. We're talking about Panna Pramukhs. Where is the Panna Pramukh of yours? You people are telling that you are always on the caste census. Your Priyanka Gandhi is talking and she's taking the help of the Jamaat-e-Islam to win from Wayanad. What is it? You just talk about religion every time. Since you are born from the British rule, you talk about Hindu, Muslim, Hindu, Muslim, Hindu, Muslim. I don't understand how long you're going to do this. For 70 years you've been doing this. The BJP is now here who's putting them together. You could not even connect Northeast to the center. Where were you? You are talking about things which do not matter to you. Where were in Kashmir? You played your divided rule. Article 370, we took it off, and now India, a flag is on the Lal Bagh, on that Lal issue, and now you're talking about on Lal Chowk. Now there is nothing you can talk about because you have nothing to speak. You are the people who always talk in Jamaat-e-Islam. You are the people who are not talking about talaq, talaq, talaq. It was Modi who brought talaq, talaq.
Okay.
He finished that. He talked about the maintenance. Being a lawyer, asked me. He talked about that. Where when we talk about the person who is very connected to the Muslim, you go against them. So there is, don't talk about the Muslims faction of saying that, oh, we are very close to Muslims. You're not.
Okay.
Because the Muslims are the ones who are connected with Hindus and who are connected with Modis. And I also talked to my Sikh panelists. Sir, it is very sad. We are one. You have always been our guru. You have brought independence to India. We know what sacrifice you have done. And वो जो 12 बज जाते हैं, इसका जो गलत इंतजाम लोग लगाते हैं, हम जानते हैं 12 बजने का मतलब क्या है. आप लोगों ने हमारी सुरक्षा की है सर. इस तरह की बातें करके don't pull yourself and a Sikh community down. आप लोग को
Okay, lovely note.
You are standing here
Okay,
for
lovely
us.
note to end
So
this
you
on.
are in
I
our
hope.
hearts.
Okay, I hope both the political parties make a montage of this, of how they started with a fight and then they ended on a great note. Unfortunately, I don't have time to continue this conversation, but I thank all of our panelists. All's well that ends well, viewers. That's all that I can say to close this conversation. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned. We're coming back with more news on the other side.